Okay. Okay, hello everyone. Magandang gabi sa bawat isa. I can see a lot of people are joining us today in this webinar on how to start a coaching business. And I'm gonna share you guys how I started my business. Okay, so I'll be looking at the screen as we start in about a few more minutes dahil I know that marami sa inyo is first time to join me, and I would like to say hi to everyone. So I just want to make sure first the microphone is on, everything are set. Muli po magandang araw sa inyo. This is Jon Orana, and welcome to this webinar where I'll show you guys how to start your online coaching business. So again, maraming salamat po. So there are almost 4,000 people have joined us today. So muli po maraming salamat. Now before we start, I would like to know kung saan po kayo naka-locate ngayon. Where are you guys watching me in this live training? Can you please type in? Well, you know what? Before we start, can you please tell me if you can hear me by type in yes I can. Can you please type in yes I can if you can hear me before we start? I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me properly. Okay, sorry guys, sa dami na messages. Yes, I can. Okay, great. Okay, maraming salamat po. As I've said earlier, almost 4,000 people registered in this webinar. So yung ating chat box will be extremely busy. So if you're gonna watch that, it will be non-stop. Okay, so I can see a lot of people from Laguna, Makati, Novaliches, Zamboanga, Nueva Ecija, Intramuros, Bulacan, and so on and so forth. Maraming salamat po. I really appreciate your time. And as my promise, I'm going to deliver to you guys how to start your first online coaching business, even if you don't feel or you don't see yourself as an expert. Okay, how about that? We also have from the US, Michigan, and oh my God, Marawi, Tacloban, China. We have from KSA, Sorsogon, San Juan, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you guys, hindi ko na isa-isahin. Obviously, you guys can see where you are. Las Piñas, and so on and so forth. Alam niyo naman kung saan kayo galing. And you can see in the chat box kung saan yung mga nanonood ngayon. As I've said, there are close to 4,000 people registered in this webinar. So, shall we start? Simulan na tayo. I guess, one more minute while we wait for some people. Dahil nga first time nilang mag-register for this kind of webinar. So, they're really new to this. And, you know, sa internet sa Philippines is not as good. So, kaya tiis lang ng konti. In about 60 seconds, we will start now while we wait for some for some people. Okay, there you go. So what I'm gonna do is while I do this webinar, I have to pause yung aking pong camera so that you guys can focus on my PowerPoint slide. Okay, so let's go. So I'm gonna turn off the camera and then we'll focus on my PowerPoint slide. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we turn this off and then turn my PowerPoint slide. Okie dokie. So you guys can see my slide. If you do, please type in slide, S-L-I-D-E. If you guys can see my slide, please type in slides so I can be sure na hindi ako, there you go. Okay, salita ng salita, slides. Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Okay, so how to start a profitable coaching business, even if you're not an expert or you don't consider yourself you're very good at anything. So how are you going to do that? Let's proceed. Now, like in any other my webinar, I have a promise that if you stay until the end, okay, you qualify as one, possibly can be a winner. yung aking digital copy of my First Steps to Freedom, okay, that is worth 3,500. Okay, so all I ask from you guys is if you stay until the end, that you guys stay until the end, and then we will raffle one of the digital copy of my First Steps to Freedom. Okay, one of my best-selling course. Okay, now if you're first time to hear about me, or probably just saw my ad recently, you're not really aware of who am I. My name is Jon Orana. I'm the founder of Negosyo University. I'm the creator of top online coaching program in the Philippines. Some of you probably have heard of it, yung Blog Academy Philippines. We launched somewhere in 2014, Money Tree System about the same year or so. And of course, yung Internet Business Masterclass, where we now have but close to 2,000 students and generated over 40 million in revenue. And I have other smaller but a high-end coaching program that costs over $1,000 or more per client. So what I'm going to do in this webinar is show you guys how I get started and how you too, even if you don't see yourself as an expert or very good at something, or you don't see yourself na magaling mag-English or a great public speaker, I'm gonna show you guys how to do that in this training. Okay, so according to the recent statistics from International Coach Federation, okay, it's one of the industry or association for coaches. There are over 41,300 active professional coaches worldwide, and they generated about 2 billion in annual revenue. But quite frankly, I believe it could be more than that. These are just coaches that are part of this federation, which is I am not. And you don't have to be part of any association or organization. I'm just showing you guys this to be aware of this billion-dollar industry that I believe many Filipinos are not aware of. Okay? Because, di ba, pag sinabi mong coaching, ano yung first thing that comes to your mind? Can you type in the message box? Pag sinabing coaching, ano yung unang pumapasok sa isip natin, mga Filipino? Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. Baka iba sabihin hindi to live eh. So, yes, basketball, tama. Sports, right? Exactly. So mostly, pag sinabi natin coaching, right, for most people, it is sports. Okay, which obviously it's not true, though we should say it's more popular yung mga coaches in sports, especially in basketball. Okay, but there are way more than you can imagine. So why coaching business? Number one, in this business, okay, it doesn't require large of capital to get started. That's the best thing, because if you ask many Filipinos why are they starting their own business, sasabihin nila wala akong pera, wala akong kapital. Okay? And then the next question is, oh, but hindi ka nag-start ng business, ang next answer nila is, hey, I don't have the time. I have a full-time job, I'm raising kids, and so on and so forth. Okay, now in this business, in coaching business, you can run this business after work, after your office work, or even over the weekend. Like for me, it's normally Saturday morning, and that's my coaching day. That's it. Okay. And well, Friday evening here, I'm here in Canada, by the way, sa mga hindi nakakalam. But for the Manila, for the Philippines, that is Saturday morning. Okay. So it's really flexible. It's up to you. You can do it on Monday, Wednesday. It could be morning maybe, or after, or late in the evening. It's completely up to you. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. Unlike your 8 to 5 job, okay, you're pretty much stuck. Okay. Stuck with your schedule. And of course, you can charge a lot of money in this business, right? You can charge 8,000, 15,000, 50,000 per coaching client, and you can coach group of 10 people. So let's just say, sabihin na lang natin, which I suggest sa mga starter, is about 8,000, you group 10 people, so that is easy 80,000 income. You do it part-time, right? Like 80,000, you do it by the weekend, over the weekend, Sabado or Linggo, or late in the evening, once a week. I think that is not a bad income for many Filipino. Okay? It's not something naman na makakabili ka na ng mansion or Ferrari or jet plane. Okay? But I think 80,000 for many Filipinos will be very helpful. And I'm just talking about 10 people. Okay, in my recent coaching program, we've released and over 180 people have registered in one class. Okay, so you can do one-on-one, you can do group coaching. Number 4 is you don't need a product, right? One of the best thing and about this, you don't need to ship products, LBC or JRS or whatever. Okay, even a digital product. For this kind of business, you don't need a product, because it is a service-based business. So what you do is you coach, you help, you service people, okay? And another thing is, for most people, let's just say your target income is 80,000, a month, for example. You don't need a lot of visitors as well. Okay? Kasi yung iba ang iniisip, to make a lot of money online, you must have a lot of website visitors, which is not true. Unless you are into advertising business model, which is another way or another business model for online business. Yes, you need a lot of visitors, but for what we do, remember, you just need a few people, enough to pay your bills, kuryente, tubig, upa sa bahay, mortgage, hulog sa kotse, gas, groceries. You don't need a lot of people nor website visitors to make substantial income in this business. And number 5, which is my favorite, it improves the lives of others and make impact in our society. Yes, I'm talking about money. Yes, I'm talking about business. Yes, we're talking about millions, but it is more than that. It helps, you are in a business of helping other people, which is very, very, very good. And I'm telling you, in what I do, I can't tell you enough how much it feels so good if you can see that you are helping community, society, or individual improve their lives, whether in their relationship, health, finances, in their business, in their career. That's a wonderful business. Okay. Now, let's talk about the 3 secrets in a coaching business and what guru coaches aren't telling you. Okay, so about that, number 1, this is one of the biggest, okay? You don't need certifications nor expertise to get started in coaching business, okay? One of the biggest obstacles and questions, because if you are subscribers of mine, which I believe all of you, you probably have remember, I sent you an email and asked you what is your single biggest question about coaching business. And I gotta tell you that 80% of them is about certifications or something close to that, like credibility, how do make people believe about me, and so on and so forth, right? So it's all about this perception that in this business, you must have certifications, which is not true, nor expertise. Obviously, if you have expertise on something, obviously that will be very good. Okay, at least you now know. You just have to learn how to package and sell your coaching business and you're good to go. But definitely, you don't need bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD, and all those kind of stuff. And of course, do not forget that all these experts that you see or heard of, they also started as a newbie, right? Walang pinanganak na expert. Okay, so you don't have to worry about certifications nor expertise, because the truth of the matter is this: certifications, degrees, and diplomas are meant for employees. Okay, are meant for employees. Because if you are an employer and you need to hire, if you are a boss or an employer or a company owner, and you'd like to hire someone for a certain positions, right? Certainly, it will help to know in the resume kung anong tinapos, kung anong certifications, okay, or diplomas of someone, right? It helps you to fill the position, okay? But that is for traditional school. That is for traditional mindset. But for entrepreneurs, like you and me, or if you are aspiring entrepreneurs, you don't need any of those. That is why it is now, because of the technology internet, right? It is not uncommon to see billionaires, okay, B as in $1 billion. They didn't even finish college. Some they even enter, some even high school. Hindi man lang nila natapos yung high school, right? Because that is, as I've said, this is for the corporate world. But you, as a coach, okay, and what I teach at Negosyo University is people to start their own business. Okay, people to start their own business. So, in other words, what's really stopping you is this: imposter syndrome, right? This is what you feel. In Tagalog, siguro, impostor, right? You feel you're faking it. The definition for that is individuals who are marked by an inability to internalize their accomplishments and a persistent fear of being exposed or as fraud. In other words, no matter how good you are, my friend, okay, you have this inner voice inside your head telling you you're not good enough, telling you, why would you coach? You're not good. You're not smart. You don't have certifications. You don't have diplomas, right? And some even look at yourself. You're ugly. You're short. You're brown. Pangungilong mo. Bungi ang ipin mo. And all those kind of things, right? And all those things, the thing is, tumatakbo lang sa isip mo yon. Okay? But I have to tell you this, you are not alone, my friend. Okay? You are not alone. Michelle Pfeiffer, okay, Best Actress, won 3 awards and countless awards and nominations. And sabi niya, I still think people will find out that I'm really not very talented. I'm really not very good. It's all been a big sham. Can you imagine that? People that good, okay? People that good, and yet they see, okay? Another example, Kate Winslet is the same thing. 3 Best Actress awards, countless awards and nominations. Sabi niya, sometimes I wake up in the morning before going off to a shoot. I think I can't do this. I'm a fraud. Okay? So what I'm trying to say here is no matter what you think about the level of expertise that you have, or getting all these certifications and all these diplomas and all that, you will never feel adequate. You will never feel that you are good enough, that you are great enough. Okay? Even the most successful one, they feel the same way. Dr. Chan of World Health Organization, Director General, okay, very prestigious position. Sabi niya, there are an awful lot of people out there who think I'm expert. I'm an expert. How do these people believe all this about me? I'm so much aware of all the things I don't know. So many things, aware of all the things I don't know. So in what we do is the same thing. You don't need to know everything. Okay, you just need to know key things that will help your coaching clients. Okay, Seth Godin, popular best-selling author, a lot of books. I have several books of him, and he said in his one of his books that he still feels like a fraud all the time. Just imagine you have all these New York Times bestseller. You are seeing the brightest one of the brightest marketer and author in the world right now. Okay, and yet they feel they're fraud all the time. Okay, so it's the same thing with you guys. Okay, it's the same thing. So it's not about thinking, saying, well, I can be a coach kasi, no, I cannot coach Jon Orana like Coach Jon Orana kasi confident siya. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm not confident all the time. I'm not confident on all other things, many other things rather, right? Your focus is just where you whatever niche or service or market that you want to be in, yun lang yung focus mo. Okay? And you don't have to be confident every single time in every single thing. Okay? So, in short, what's really holding you back is not lack of expertise or certifications or diplomas, but that little voice in your head telling you that you are not good enough to become a coach. You're not good enough. You're weak, right? I mean, if I'm gonna show you guys my grades in college, you probably will not be joining me because I wasn't the smartest student. Though nakatapos po ako ng college, but it's really far from where I am right now. Like, I have an engineering degree, but ang layo ng engineering sa business, di po ba? Alright? Walang kinalaman ng mga calculus and trigonometry and algebra in what I do right now. It's like I don't even know why I took that course. And then only to realize that I spent more than 5 years of my life, right? And then hindi mo naman pala magagamit, which is a waste of time and a waste of money, right? So stop again. The point here is this: stop thinking that you're not good enough to become a coach. You can become a coach because there's only one qualification to get started, and that is sincerity to help other people. You must be sincere in helping, in coaching someone improve his or her life. Okay? Secret number 2, it's not about what you will deliver, but about the results they get. In other words, it's not about the input, but it's about the output. What do I mean? Many aspiring coaches, the reason they start or the reason they don't want to start or have difficulty starting in a coaching business because they feel they have to know everything. They have to deliver tons of information, strategies, techniques, right? But that's not what people want. If people simply want information, they can just go to Google or buy a book or buy an ebook if they just want information. But what people are looking for, results. So you as a coach is to help them to get results, not by simply, again, dispensing information, but really guiding them step by step, understanding their problems, asking questions, make them realize what the problems are, help them to commit, follow up, make sure they take action, and so on and so forth. Think about this. Let's pretend you are a relationship coach. Okay? So you help couple, mag-asawa. Okay? Let's just say itong mag-asawa na to, they are about to break up, to separate, go part ways, right? And they have a child. Maghihiwalay na sila. But then they decided to approach you to help them in their relationship. How much you think you should charge as a relationship coach for saving the marriage of a couple about to separate? How much? How much? You think, if you think about it, right? How much life, yung buhay ng bata, you have saved. Right? Hindi na siya lalaki ng kulang ang tatay, kulang ang nanay. Right? And how many in the Philippines we know the child grew up, right? A child grew up that way without their parents. Okay? So that is priceless, my friend. That is priceless. Okay, number two, let's just say you're a personal finance coach. How much you should charge for helping someone to get out of debt? Right? Yung tipong mga taong hindi na nakakatulog sa dami ng utang nila, hinahabol na sila ng mga credit card company. Right? Yung interest rate pa lang nila, napakalaki na. Nagpatong-patong na yung utang nila. And we know na ang mga pagkabaong ka sa utang, it's also stressful for you, for your kids, for your family. You stress ka sa work. Okay? Secret number three. With the internet, you have nearly unlimited number of people to coach. Look at us right now. I'm here in Canada, literally 1,000 miles away. Okay? And you guys are from different part of the world. Okay? From different part of the world. There are 47 million active internet users in the Philippines, according to Rappler. I think these are mostly from Facebook. 47 million. So if you think about nearly any topic, it is likely that you have a client on Facebook or over the internet. That's how big the internet is. Now I'm gonna show you guys the two broad categories of coaching business. Outside of sports coaching, okay, i-separate na natin yung sports coaching. There are two broad categories. Number one is yung business or professional. So basically, as a coach, your job is to help business, let's say business or business owners or professionals in their jobs or in their career. That could be in leadership coaching. So if there are a boss, a manager, a head, or a business owner, okay, you teach them how to lead people. Executive coaching have some overlapping, pretty much similar. Okay, career coaching. So you say you help someone to get a new job, get a new career, right? Or to get promotion as well. But these are the broad general or overview. Business coaching could be in marketing, it could be in sales, it could be in growing their profits, the sales and revenue, right? Communication coach, right? A lot of Filipinos, they feel na the reason they don't get promoted because of the communication or minsan problema naman sa office, yung mga politics and all that because of the communication problems, right? Marketing coach really fall into the business coaching as well, but primarily focus on driving more customers and lead, okay, clients to a certain business, right? Marketing coach, napakalawak. Just marketing coach alone, napakalawak niyan. That could be in online or offline. It could be in direct mail. It could be in a Facebook, LinkedIn, and or other ways to bring in money to certain businesses. Okay. Personal or life coaching. Okay, this one naman, this is more of a mass market dahil mas malaki ang generally speaking market mo, right? Like time management. If you go to a bookstore, you will see a lot of books about time management because most adults feel they don't have enough time, right? So mostly mga professionals, ang best client for this one, well, family of kids, they are very busy in their job. Okay, they're very, very busy in their job. They don't feel they don't have enough time for their kids and their family. Okay, so that is one. Okay, health and physical fitness, hindi na natin kinakailangan pag-usapan pa in details to. Just look around you or your office, right? Or maybe on your last step into a weighing scale, you probably have realized how much valuable and how much a lot of people needs health and physical fitness coaching. Relationship coaching, again, it's the same thing. Pag sinabing relationship coaching, could be, a husband and wife. It could be yung simpleng long distance relationship and all those kind of things, right? A lot of people have problems with relationships simply because yung pinagkaiba pa lang ng lalaki at babae, there could be a friction, right? If a man don't understand women and women don't understand men, then there will be a lifetime struggle. So if you can help them, less stress, much happier relationship, happier kids, that will be great. Parenting as well. One of the challenges for many parents is mahal nila yung mga anak nila. Ang problema, in many cases, they don't know how to raise kids. Mostly, they only raise kids based on how their parents raised them. Pero ang mga magulang natin, they don't have a lot of information on how to communicate with your child, especially pag maraming anak. If you will notice, if you have 2 or more kids, mapapansin probably ninyo, they are different. They are different. Though they were raised the same way, though they're from the same parents, grew up pretty much in the same house, right? Play the same toys, but you will realize, okay, 2 kids, they're different. So in other words, as a parent, you cannot raise them the same way because some kids are different than the other kid. That's why it is also not good to compare students, or rather 2 kids. Saying, but tingnan mo yung kuya mo, tingnan mo yung ate mo. They are different. Hobbies is the same thing, playing guitar, singing, photography, cake decorating, like playing golf, playing basketball, and so on and so on and so forth. Okay? There are a lot. Okay? Finances or money management. Sino ang baon dyan sa utang? Say amen. Can you type in the chat box, amen? If you are humble enough, right, for many years you've been working hard, okay, and still you haven't paid yung mga utang ninyo, it simply means you need help. The problem for most adults is yung pride. I'm okay, right? But in reality, they are in a serious step, stress sila sa family nila, and so on and so forth. So you will be needing personal finance coach or money management coach. Do you even know how to budget your money? Seriously? Right? Because if you think about it, personal finance is just basic money management 101. Now, I'm going to give you more specific example that most people are not aware of. Okay? Parrot coaching. If you are raising a parrot, you love having a parrot, right? Here are some of the people. Number 1, itong parrot coaching, you can talk to her, basic consultation, $250 for parrot coaching. Up to 10 hours of coaching package, and she charges $2,000. Okay? Coaching package. Okay? Number 2, homeschooling coach, right? So if you're someone, okay, na you'd rather have, or you'd rather teach your kids at home, but you don't know how, you can do a one-on-one coaching with a homeschool coach, and they're gonna teach you how to do that. Like a consultation, 45 minutes Skype session, and 4 email exchanges. So they can teach you exactly how to teach your kids. Breakup coach. Oh, sino yung mga bigo dyan? Okay? Hindi maka-move on. Ini-stalk yung kanilang partner or kanilang karelasyon. Well, guess what? There's a breakup coach. They're gonna teach you how to move on with your life. Okay? That there's more to it. Okay, let's talk about more. Evangelism coach. Okay, you don't know how to talk people over the phone or face to face. Believe it or not, there are people who also charges for evangelism. Okay, this is more about communication, what words to say in the beginning, how to end it, right? Or how to, yun nga, basically this will fall into the communication as well. Okay? Oh, sa mga mahilig mag-video game dyan, okay, you can hire a coach for a World of Warcraft coach and charge na $60 per hour, and he'll teach you on how to be better at this. Quite frankly, I'm not a gamer, so hindi ko alam yung mga terminologies niya, but from someone I know, sabi niya PvP is, I think, player versus player pros. Okay? How to be good at something, because there are a lot of people crazy about video games. So these are just a few examples. Comedy coach, you want to be funny. Okay? It could be, you want to be funny para maka-attract ka ng opposite sex, or you want to be funny to be a good public speaker, or if you're a boss or a manager that you always sound dry and not funny, okay, you can hire someone for $150 for a session. It could be via Skype or telephone. So again, the reason I'm showing you guys this is to expand your thinking when you hear the word coaching. For most people, again, sports ang nasa isip nila, very restricted, very limited yung thinking nila about coaching. And that is why they're missing a lot of people. Kaya yung iba sinasabi, when I publish some Facebook ads, sinasabi nila, anong coaching sinasabi mo? Spam yan or scam yan rather, right? Because they have no idea. Their ignorance show up in Facebook. Okay? So, this is the one that I did the other day when I was working on this slide, just simply by searching on Google. Pretty much nearly everything from guitar coaching. There are over 1.5 million websites relevant to this market. Personal finance coaching, over 6.1 million websites. Fatherhood coaching, okay, on how to become a better father. There are 462 websites related to that. Okay. The thing here, guys, is you won't see all this website if there is no market. So the fact that you can see a lot of websites, there is market for these niches, or there are customers, prospect for these niches. Cooking coaching, over 25 million websites. Okay, this can be done online, or this can be done offline. You have to go to their place or whatever. Okay, chess coaching. Do you love playing chess? You would like to teach someone how to play chess, strategy, and all that. Addiction recovery coaching. There are over 11.4 million websites. Addiction alone, you can divide it into many things. It could be in drugs, sex, alcohol, television, or even Facebook addiction. Okay, there are 11.4 million websites. Resume writing coaching, over 37 million websites. Believe it or not, for most people, they don't know how to write a resume. So especially if they've been into company for very long, outdated na yung kanilang resume. And if you will be applying for a job, for example, your resume has stand out. Kahit na magaling ka, but if they don't reflect it on your resume, you won't get a position. You won't get the job that you wanted, or makuha mo man in maliit lang yung sasahurin mo. Speed reading coaching. Okay? For many professionals, it's important for them to read, consume information as fast as they can. So there are a lot of coaches that teaches you how to speed reading. Because when we were young, when we were student, they teach us to read word per word. Okay? Which is the slowest way to finish a book, to read something. Over 6 million websites. Depression coaching, over 30 million websites. I mean, these are just some of the hundreds, if not thousands, of market that you can get into in terms of coaching business. So what I'd like to talk about is how to quiet the little voice in your head. There's two questions that always come up whenever I talk about or teach about how to start a coaching business. Number one is by that, but I don't have many skills, right? Or I don't know what my skills are, right? For many of you, you can probably relate into this. If I'm gonna ask you what are your skills, and these are probably the top two questions. Okay, for many, hindi naman lahat. Yung iba, they already know, they just don't know how to package and sell their coaching services. And there are two reasons why these are way too common for many people. Number one, they just don't sit and inventory themselves. Dahil naging busy sila sa buhay, in their job, in their businesses, or pagpapalaki ng anak nila, they haven't really sat down and think about all the skills that they developed through the years. Because let's just say you are 30 years old right now, I can guarantee you, for that 30 years, you have this unique set of skills, experience, knowledge, education that you have developed through the years. It's just that you are not aware. Another is, but I don't have many or any, right? You feel like, what do I know? I know nothing. How can I become a coach, right? Again, number one, that could be because you don't really sat down. You didn't never sit down and think about all these things. Number two, the challenge is this. For many, they didn't realize how good they are. Why? Because, you know, ang tendency kasi if you're good at something, how our brain works is this. Ang tendency is we think that this is so easy that other people can do it easily as well. So if you're a public speaker, you're good at speaking, for example, in your head, oh, this is so easy, right? Ganun naman eh. If you're good at basketball, it's the same thing. If you watch great players, it looks so easy, right? But when you start to do what they do, to copy how the moves to basketball, for example, you realize it ain't easy, right? So these are some of the things. These are rather two major, should we say, obstacles in your head running right now, right? You feel inadequate. So kaya parang pag sinabing coaching, I don't know, right? So, and one of my jobs as a coach was to figure this out, to really dig deeper what you have something to offer in this world. Okay, so once we're out of that, now let's talk about your coaching program and design a lifestyle of your dreams. Okay, there are combination of coaching format. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys, gonna tell you one-on-one, one by one rather, and then I'm gonna give you my favorite. Number one, one-on-one coaching. So for many people, this is what they wanted, right? They want one-on-one, which is good. More attention, more customized yung coaching kasi it is a one-on-one. Of course, the challenge with one-on-one is the time, but that's completely up to you. If you have fun coaching one-on-one, that should be okay. That should not be a problem. Group coaching, which is good, okay? Obviously, it has higher revenue and sales for your business because you can group people, you can rather coach people by group. Okay, so maximize yung revenue mo, maximize yung time mo. Okay, 100% online coaching. This is my ultimate favorite, is group coaching with 100% online coaching. Why? Obviously, it's about the time. I can group more people, I can coach more people, and I don't even have to leave my house or my home or even my extra my office room. Okay, 100% online. You can do it via webinar, similar to what you are watching right now, right? Skype, it could be FaceTime as well, or you can use Zoom. So some of people are asking what tools you use. You can use Zoom. It's free. They have a free and a paid version, but you can start with free. So you don't have to pay for anything at all in terms of tools, right? Skype as well is free. Okay, 100% offline Okay, for some people, they love meeting people face to face, shaking their hands. So you can do it offline as well. Okay, or a combination of both. Could be online or offline, right? It could be one expert. So for example, in my IBMC, my Internet Business Masterclass, I'm the only one coaching and teaching people, or it can be multiple experts. Kaya nga sinabi ko sa inyo, in this business, hindi naman kinakailangan ikaw yung maging expert. You don't have to be this expert. You can even invite other experts to teach in your program. And later on, I'm going to show you guys a case study on how I exactly launch a coaching program on a topic na hindi naman ako marunong or walang alam. Okay? I'm going to even show you guys how to do that. Okay? Now, let's talk about how to get your first 10 coaching clients from the biggest marketplace where 47 millions of Filipinos hang out online. And where is that? Facebook. Okay? Facebook. I'm going to show you guys. Let's just say let's pretend you are a money management coach. Okay? You are a money management coach. If you just type in, not many people are aware of, there is this Facebook advertising platform. So it lets you advertise on Facebook. And since Filipinos are on Facebook, well, guess what? Okay, let's use that. Let's market that place. If you simply type in money management or personal finance, these are people from the Philippines. According to Facebook, they're interested on money management and personal finance. And guess what? There are potential people that you can reach, which is 12 million people. 12 million. Okay, now, of course, you cannot, those 12 million doesn't mean they can enroll or get you as a coach. I wish, but of course. Okay, and let's say you are naman a homeschooling coach. So let's just say you would like to help parents, okay, to homeschool their children para hindi na sila pupunta sa public school or sa private school. Parents can simply teach their kids at the comfort of their home. Di na sila babiyahe and all, right? Let's just say you are a very specific homeschooling coach. Ang target mo lang is parents na merong 8 to 12 years old kids. So very, very specific. Parents with 8 to 12 years old kids. So guess what? Facebook tells us that there are potential reach or 380,000 parents that you can reach. Okay, so again, this is very specific, and there are way more. Let's just say you are a relationship coach for OFWs and you would like to reach yung mga tao na away from their family. Maybe nalulungkot sila, nade-depress sila, they could be single, they could be married, mahiwalay sa nagkalayo ng asawa, right? Or anak nila nasa Philippines, sila nasa Asia or whatever part of Singapore or Qatar or whatever, right? Well, according to Facebook, there are 5.5 million people in that situation that you can reach. Okay, of course, this is just an estimation. Okay, and do not even ask me how Facebook know this. Simply by using your Facebook account, they have an idea already. Not to mention yung IP address and so on and so forth. They know where you are, right? Based on the clicks, the messages, the websites that you visit, the likes, the shares, and everything that you do in Facebook. Facebook can know or will know, okay, your situation. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a case study. Blog Academy, I launched this somewhere 2013, 2014, I think. So we teach people how to launch a blog. Okay, how to launch a blog. So we launched this program, 133 students, 8,000 per student. Na eventually, yung mga last program namin, umabot na ng 10,000. But let's just say 8,000, 4 Saturdays. So we only teach 4 Saturdays, so 2 hours per session. And this was delivered by 2 speakers, me and my friend, which is another prolific blogger, 100% online through webinar, and we have revenue of 1 million. Okay? And this is one, my partner, Fitzbill Fuerte. Sabi niya, in less than a year, John has helped me earn more than $500,000 online with very little effort. Because 4 Saturdays, 2 hours per Saturday, ₱1,000,000, it's not a bad income. Monetary system, okay, ganun din. We have 92 students, 8,000 people enrolled. Okay, 8 Saturdays naman ito, 2-hour webinars per week. So 8 Saturday, 2 hours delivered by 8 speakers. 100% online. We also do a webinar like this one. Now, the key thing here is very important. You need to understand for this coaching program that we release, I am not the expert. Okay, we just hired or asked experts to teach in our webinar. Okay, and then we just package it and sell it to people. We have over 700,000 revenue. That's why one of my, again, partner, Francie Burns, sabi niya, applying John strategy, was able to make 300,000 possibly in less than 2 months. Okay, because of the volume of people that you can do. Because online, remember, online, you can reach a lot of people. Because many people actually would like to attend a webinar or rather a seminar, but the problem nila lagi is always a schedule. Right? With online, they don't even have to travel. Kahit nasa sulok man sila ng Pilipinas, as long as they have computer or internet connection, okay, they can do this. Internet Business Masterclass, this is my signature program, IBMC. We now have 1,996 students to be exact. Okay, 24,000 per student. This is an 8 Saturdays, a 2-hour webinar a week that I do. Okay, I'm the only one. We now have over 14 million in revenue. Okay, so these are some of the few things. Okay, now here's a proof, but I gotta give you a quick disclaimers. Results are not typical, but these are just some of the credit card transactions. Wala pa po yung mga bank deposits. You can see the monthly revenue that coaching business brought me. Okay. Again, these are not typical. I'm not saying that you can, in about 30 days, you're gonna make the same amount, but I believe even just a fraction or a portion of this, okay, you'll be happy. I'm showing you guys this not to impress you, but to impress upon you that I know what I'm talking about when we talk about coaching business. I've been doing this for several years and I generated a lot of revenue for my business for this. Okay, so there you go. So here's the thing, and here's the truth for everyone. Unfortunately, coaching business is not for everyone. If you are simply after making money, hide behind a computer, spam people on Facebook, and so on and so forth, and not sincere in helping people improve their life, this is not for you. Okay, this is not for you. Okay, because some people emailed me, sent me message, I just want to make extra income. Please, magluto ka na lang ng longganisa, benta mo sa ka-office mate mo, or magpa-load ka sa bahay ninyo. Okay, yun na lang. Because this business is about helping other people. Okay, making or improving their lives. Okay, so again, if you're out there, really would like to coach people, then I'd like to invite you for the Trusted Advisor Mastery Program, and this is what I do. I just released this, actually the second time, and unlike other coaching program that I do, I only do this few times, and this is actually just the second time. So Trusted Advisor Mastery is an 8-week online coaching program where I will teach you step by step, okay, how to start a coaching program, how to build, how to package, and how to sell. Okay, so if you want me to help you personally work with me as you build your coaching program, okay, please check your email tomorrow. For most of you, you are subscribers of mine. So tomorrow, November 8th at 9 a.m., okay, I'm going to send you guys an email on how to get started or how to join me in this Trusted Advisor Mastery where we will build a community of aspiring coaches in the Philippines. We will have a Facebook group where we will work together with your business, inspire each other. Okay. If you have questions about Facebook ads or how to deliver your coaching or how much money to charge and so on and so forth, we will discuss every single question that you have about launching your coaching business. Okay. So there you go. So I hope that you guys can join me again. I will send you guys an email tomorrow, every detail. So if you have any questions, please, we will just email you. Okay. So now it's time for Q&A. What are your questions? Okay, this is the best time to ask me questions, guys, before we wrap it up. Okay, I'm just waiting. Hold on, guys. What is the best, tanong ni Paolo, what is the best platform daw? Okay. Uh, Webinar, I should say. Okay. Webinar is the best platform because of the scalability, unlike ng face-to-face. Okay. We will primarily talk about online in the Trusted Advisor Mastery Program. We will talk about online coaching. Okay. Yeah. So webinar, I should say. Do you need capital? Well, in this business, really, you can start like in any other online business. You can yung tinatawag na sweat equity. You can just initially, ikaw muna. You mean you put up your website, you put up Facebook ads. Yeah, so you just have to have a website to attract them or a Facebook group. Some people just simply, they don't even have a website. They just have to put up, they just put up a Facebook group. So for example, on personal finance money management, right? You just put up a Facebook group, attract people to that group, and then sell your coaching program from there. Do I need to have a super fast internet? No. If you can watch and listen to this webinar, right? I guess that should be fast enough. Okay, how much do you charge? Elaine, I'm not quite sure about your question specifically. Are you talking about your own webinar that you would like to charge 8 sessions for? Okay. How do you conduct a webinar? What do you need to set up? Okay, right now I'm using a Webinar Jam, okay, which is the application that I use. But you can also use free ones like Skype or even Zoom, Zoom.us or Zoom.us. Those are free software, right? What equipment do you need? Well, most computer, they have a microphone. Like most laptops, that should be enough. Or you can get just a cheap microphone from a computer shop, and there you go. You can start coaching. You don't even need camera, guys. Okay, I know some of you have cameras, but quite frankly, you don't need cameras for this business. Okay, you just need a microphone, computer. In fact, even computer, you can do it in a computer shop just to get started, right? Get 1-2 clients of yours and then buy a brand new computer. Okay. Okay, hold on guys. You also teach pricing? Yes, of course. Pag-uusapan natin yung pricing, how much I charge, how much to charge for the Philippine market, for the international market, because obviously they are different, right? Yung disposable income ng Filipinos are different sa international market. And I have experience for both. So I'm gonna show you guys what I feel is the best to get started for the Philippine market. How client payouts. Okay, assuming of course you're talking about, I think, Jerickson. Okay, two things: credit card, okay, or bank deposits. So in the Philippine market, in my experience, it's a 50-50. 50% will pay via credit card, 50% will pay via bank deposit. So bank deposit, you know how to do that. Most people know how to do that. For the credit card, you simply just call PayPal. Use PayPal, that is for free. They're gonna process all the credit card payments. Okay. How about legalities? Well, indeed, these people get confused. Na akala nila for online business, they're like, this is like different with other business in terms of legalities and taxes. It's the same thing. You make money, you pay your taxes, and that's it. And the only difference between what we do and say a restaurant business is, in a restaurant business, mag-put up ka pa lang ng restaurant, umupa ka lang ng pwesto, it requires you a lot of money just to set up your store. Meaning you haven't even started yet, and yet you've spent a lot of money already. Same thing with franchise. It's gonna same thing. Franchise fee pa lang, magkano na ilalabas mo. With what we do, you just need a microphone. I'm gonna show you guys a microphone. Okay, that's my microphone right there. Okay, and this is pretty much my entire office. This is what I do. Okay, that's my dream board, right? Some of my stuff, nothing fancy, just your computer and a microphone, and you should be good. What are the challenges when you got started? Like what I shared to you guys, the feeling that I'm not adequate enough. Now you may see me, okay, you may see me now, this confident coach and person and business owner, right? But when I started, I felt the same thing like everyone else. Many of my students, in let's say my other programs, so I published my old, very, very old video when I was starting. And you can see the lack of confidence in me. But you know what? I said, hindi naman ako mamamatay, right? If you think about it, right? People, we sometimes you get too scared of something na hindi mo naman ikamamatay, right? So might as well do it and get started. How can we make a website? Well, Jake, there are a lot of free websites out there, like WordPress alone. I mean, way too many. Just search Google on how to create a free website and you will see a lot. Unlike when I was starting back in the late 90s, okay, we have very limited opportunities. Ngayon, really, website is not an issue anymore. Yes, you may have to learn new skills, okay, but it's not something naman na tipong kala mo magpo-program ka or you have to learn Photoshop and all those things. There are a lot of free website out there. Paano po, tanong ni Madjo, paano po makikita yung targeting sa Facebook? Madjo, just Google Facebook advertising or Facebook ads. In fact, even Facebook, they created this amazing training and video courses on how to advertise on Facebook. And it is a free course. Most people are not aware of that. Well, I guess because Facebook just recently published those trainings and videos. So just search for Facebook ads, or I think it was facebook.com/blueprint. Facebook.com/. Can we start coaching with 8,000 below po? Yeah, it's up to you. But I suggest you start with 8,000 para mas substantial, right? You just get 3 or 10 clients. 10 clients is easy, 80,000. Even 8,000, you just get 3 clients a month, right? That is a substantial income for many Filipinos, right? Can you coach about something that is not your expertise? Yes. Absolutely. If you love something, a certain topic, again, pag sinabi kasing expertise, napakalawak eh. For most people, pag sinabing expertise with PhD and master's degree and amazing results, you don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to be in that situation. If you know something, right, you found results, whether losing weight or getting a job or marketing on Facebook or even how to use computer. You have no idea how many smart people out there in professional world, they don't know how to use computer. So if you just simply know how to do that, package that, right? I even met someone who are very successful in pharmaceutical company, and he's like a multi-millionaire. If not, he's a billionaire, okay? And he doesn't know how to speak in public. Okay? Tinuruan siya ng friend ko on how to speak in public and even how to dress up. Okay, you can do that as well. I mean, there's like a lot of things that you can do. I'm a basketball coach. Pwede po ba ito? Yes, Gilbert. But I suggest, Gilbert, if you're a basketball coach, create videos first. Okay, create videos first, and you can do that. Okay, and then combine. Kasi ang basketball is like martial arts. It requires face to face, so you can combine both. Right? You can combine online and then offline. You meet in the court, a basketball court. Okay. Uh, Needs to be coached to do in this business. Do you need experience on your niche and be a model on your niche? Okay, you number one, you don't have to be a model, right? But obviously, having experience on something will be really helpful because remember, in this business, they also buy you. Their trust from you, your credibility, right? And that's important, right? To build the trust and credibility online. And in my Trusted Advisor program, Trusted Advisor Mastery program, I'm going to teach you that on how to do that as well. On how to join a market or be in a market. If you're not seen as an expert in that market, how are you going to enter that market? Okay, let me just turn off my camera. Say, sabi ni Grace, 8,000, not too much on an expert. Yeah, 8,000, that's right, Grace. 8,000 is not too much for an expert, if you think about it, right? Do we need to be registered in SEC about this business? Yes. As I've said, guys, in this business, online or offline is the same thing. You have to register your business. You have to pay your taxes. Is there a possibility for saturation? Tanong ni Lucille. Lucille, 47 million people on Facebook alone, and not all people in the world even are connected online. So for most people, natatakot agad sila sa saturation. You're talking about competition, which is good. If you see competition, that is actually good. It simply means may pera dyan. Coaching about how to have your DIY solar power. I'm not quite sure about that, Nadia. You have to do a market research on that and how big the market is, right? So in my Trusted Advisor program, I'll teach people where to look at instead of marketing. Tanong ni Karen, I think I can be a communication coach, but what should I coach about? Well, think about communication. Sino ba yung mga tao? The first thing you have to ask is, who are these people who have problems with their communications, right? Are they husband who cannot articulate their love and adoration with their wife? Are they parents who cannot, who don't know how to talk to their kids properly? Right? Mga tipong lagi silang mataas ang boses o laging galit, right? Or they're impatient. Or people, communication problem, they can be, say, a call center agent or someone who would like to become a call center agent. Pero dahil hindi sila magaling sa communication, guess what? Right? They can't get a job or they cannot get a promotion. So you have to ask, who are these people? Who needs your help? Okay? That's the key thing, guys. Whatever market that you are in, you have to ask that, who are these people? And you know what? With the internet, with Facebook, with what we have right now, it's so much easy. It's so much easy to figure out who's who needs help. Tanong ni Francis, can I coach about computer and electronics troubleshooting? Okay, Francis, I'm not sure about that. Okay, because I've never been into that. But definitely how to use computer, there are a lot of people needs help. Electronics and troubleshooting, yun ang hindi ako sure. Okay, because I'm not in that market. I had difficult, tanong ni Carmela, can I coach even I'm not using my voice because I had difficulties. I had one before, it's about writing. So nagkaroon lang kami ng parang email coaching lang, okay? But for what I'll be teaching in my Trusted Advisor program, it is specifically for coaching like this one. Again, guys, you may see me in the camera, but you don't need camera. Okay? Ano po ang pricing, sir, kapag magko-coach pang pesos or dollars? Well, in the Philippine market, I'd like to start with 8,000. I think that's what I've proven in the beginning, and then we slowly come up. Of course, as you build your portfolio, as you build your confidence, you can slowly raise your fees. Okay? Can I coach mortgage collections? I don't know quite about the topic. to be honest. Real estate planning, yep, definitely there's a market for that. Estate planning, yeah. How big the market is, that is the question. Can I coach on leadership? Oh boy, absolutely. We need great leaders in the world, whether in the church, whether in the government, whether in any corporate world, in any organization. We need leaders. You just have to be specific on who are and what organization will be teaching, because you cannot just go out there and say, hey, I'm a leadership coach. Leadership on what? Right? So you have to be specific who are these people that you will coach as a leader, right? How would I select the best topic which I can coach other people? Okay, well, normally what I teach people is start with themselves. Look inside themselves and then go out and see how can you marry. There's a market, there's your set skills or things that you are interested in, passionate. You have to marry it with the market, okay? And there you go. That's your sweet spot. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of people are asking about the trusted advisory. Okay, again, I'm gonna turn on the slide. Okay. Okay. This will be in the program. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more questions in here, guys. If you can be specific, please. Sabi ni ba, Filipino is 8,000 quite expensive for Filipinos? You know what? This is really funny. Many people think 8,000 pesos charging a Filipino is too expensive. And yet, you see many Filipinos holding and carrying an expensive smartphone. So in other words, what I'm telling you is this. Do not think that Filipinos don't have money. Sure, marami tayong nakikitang nanghihingi ng pera or mga pulube or mga nakatira sa squatters, okay? But do not forget, marami ring Filipinos ang maraming pera. Tingnan nyo nga ang EDSA, tingnan nyo nga ang parking lot, punong-puno ng sasakyan, and then you gotta tell me there's no market in the Philippines? Please, stop that belief. Okay, that is just poverty mentality. Get out of that thinking. I'm telling you, the Philippines is one of the biggest opportunity market there is. Okay. Tanong ni Fernando, what do you about the church thing? What do you think of inviting? Oh, sorry, Fernando, I lost your question. Okay. Okay. So, do you think that to get started is to invite friends? Okay. Yeah, from Facebook friends, you're talking about Facebook friends to begin with. Yeah, if they see interested, it should be good. Sales coach. Sorry guys, there's a lot of questions as you guys can probably see. By the time na binabasa ko na wala na. Construction and driving, Francis. I'm not quite sure about how big the market is. So yeah. Okay, Karen. Multidiscipline, combination of leadership and communication. No, that is hard, Karen. For anyone who are new, you have to be narrow-minded. Alam niyo may kasabihan na huwag makitid ang utak. Well, in our business, kinakailangan makitid ang utak mo in the beginning. Because you can always expand later. Start small, start very narrow, and start. Someone talk about guitar. Yeah, definitely. A lot of people would like to be part of a band to play simply by hobby and enjoying, right? Another key here, guys, is if you see people doing seminars or training about something, that's a key. That means na may pera dyan. If you see a lot of people or some people doing seminars about certain topic, okay? Okay, with regards to business permit, I would say start launch your first coaching, get a few clients before you even worry about business permit. Okay? Because technically, until you start coaching, wala ka pang business. That's the truth, right? So until makakuha ka ng mga coaching client, that's the only time. Worry about that. Tanong ni Angelo, I've been a sales coach for 8 years, so how do I start? Where do I get clients? Okay? Well, sales coach ka, then obviously you need to reach out to those people who are struggling in sales. It could be you have to pick a certain market in the beginning, Angelo. I think that's the best way to do with it. Let's say real estate, right? Or financial advisors, or you can tap into large organization with sales force, right? You can help them grow their sales. The idea here, Angelo, is not about sales. What do I mean? Yes, you will be teaching people on how to sell. It could be online or it could be over the telephone. Pero selling, your focus rather is growing their revenue, growing their income. In other words, when you start to market and sell your coaching services, you will not simply talking about sales technique, but you will be talking about growing the revenue in sales because that's what people wanted. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more questions. What's the difference between a tutor and a coach? Should we say name na lang? I don't know. I don't know the answer as well. Can I coach on food and beverage, banquet, service, and leadership? Okay, Emerald, I don't know, to be honest with that. I don't know how big the market is. You have to search on Facebook. What is the best way to advertise coaching business? Facebook, period. 90 probably or so percent of my market are from Facebook. Because remember, 47 million people active. I think it was active Facebook user in the Philippines. 47 millions, right? That's a lot. That's a lot of people. Okay. Okay. Last question na lang po. Let me see here. I'm trying to find. Okay, paano po ma-divide ang lessons nyo, let's say, for an 8-week, sorry. Can I coach parents with a toddler son with ADHD? Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of parents, they don't even understand. Okay, number one, with parents with ADHD, minsan yung acceptance pa lang nila, they cannot accept that their kids have ADHD. Yun pa lang, problema na ng mga parents. Right? But, you know, I have one actually, but, you know, with the technology right now, with all the information right now, pag may ADHD ang anak mo, hindi naman ibig sabihin defective eh. They simply different. So those are some of the things that you make them consider. Because parang sa lahat ng problema yan, if they don't accept that there is a problem, then they will not be able to solve it. Right? Kung hanggat hindi nila willing tanggapin that there are problems, paano masusolusyonan? Parang may sakit, ayaw magpa-doktor. Right? So definitely, that's a big market. There's a big market for that. Because sa Filipinos, alam mo niyon, ang tawag lang natin sa mga batang may ADHD, makukulit. Diba? They are mostly misunderstood. Minsan, nilelebelan pa ng black sheep and all that. No, they're just simply different. Okay? Guys, maraming salamat po. Thank you for joining me in this live webinar. I know it's already late in the evening. Muli po maraming salamat. I really appreciate it. Check out my email tomorrow, okay, for the Trusted Advisor Mastery program. And of course, as I promised, okay, we will raffle one access, digital access for my first steps to freedom for those who stayed, asked questions, and stayed in this webinar. Muli po maraming salamat. I hope that you guys will learn a lot. I really appreciate your time. God bless everyone. And have a good night. Bye-bye.